The year was 2024. The world was still reeling from the aftershocks of a global pandemic. Economies were fragile, trust was scarce, and people craved a sense of normalcy. Amidst this backdrop, a story emerged, so audacious, so unbelievable, that it seemed ripped from the pages of a Hollywood thriller. It was a story of ambition, deception, and the insatiable hunger for wealth, all centered around the most ubiquitous symbol of American capitalism, McDonald's. The news hit the airwaves like a grease fire, rapidly consuming the attention of a captivated public. McDonald's, the fast food behemoth, had been defrauded of a staggering $25 million. The scale of the crime was unprecedented, sending shockwaves through the financial world and beyond. How could a company, so deeply ingrained in the fabric of society, fall victim to such a brazen scheme? The details that started to trickle out were even more baffling. This wasn't a smash-and-grab robbery or a simple case of embezzlement. It was a meticulously crafted con, a sophisticated web of deceit spun by a mastermind who understood the inner workings of the McDonald's empire. The scheme involved phantom restaurants, fabricated invoices, and a network of complicit individuals, all operating under the noses of one of the most recognizable brands on the planet. The world watched in disbelief as investigators began to unravel the intricate threads of the scam, exposing a tale of corporate espionage, psychological manipulation, and the insatiable allure of fast food fortunes. The $25 million McDonald's heist wasn't just a crime, it was a parable of our times, a stark reminder that even in the age of Big Macs and globalized commerce, the human capacity for deceit knows no bounds. The planning began in secrecy, in a dimly lit room where blueprints and maps of McDonald's operations were meticulously studied. At the center of it all was a mastermind, a former McDonald's executive who knew the company's vulnerabilities inside out. He assembled a team of specialists, each with a unique skill set: hackers, forgers, and insiders who could navigate the corporate labyrinth. Their plan was as intricate as it was bold, involving the creation of phantom restaurants and the submission of fabricated invoices. The initial execution was flawless. Fake transactions were processed, and money began to flow into their accounts. The team celebrated their early success, toasting to what seemed like the perfect crime. But as the clock ticked, the complexity of their scheme grew, and so did the risk of exposure. Little did they know, investigators were already piecing together the clues, setting the stage for an epic showdown between cunning criminals and relentless justice. The mastermind, a former McDonald's executive, had a personal vendetta against the company. He felt wronged by the corporate giant and saw this heist as a way to exact his revenge. He recruited a team of specialists, each with a unique skill set: hackers, forgers, and insiders who could navigate the corporate labyrinth. Their plan was as intricate as it was bold, involving the creation of phantom restaurants and the submission of fabricated invoices. The initial execution was flawless. Fake transactions were processed, and money began to flow into their accounts. The team celebrated their early success, toasting to what seemed like the perfect crime. But as the clock ticked, the complexity of their scheme grew, and so did the risk of exposure. Little did they know, investigators were already piecing together the clues, setting the stage for an epic showdown between cunning criminals and relentless justice. At the heart of this elaborate scheme was a figure as elusive as he was audacious, a man named Edward Markum, a former McDonald's franchise owner with a razor-sharp intellect and an axe to grind. Markum had once been a model entrepreneur, a rising star in the McDonald's universe. He had built a small empire of franchises, his restaurants consistently outperforming expectations. He understood the system, its strengths and its weaknesses, better than most. But Markum's ambition had been met with what he perceived as corporate indifference. He felt overlooked, his innovative ideas dismissed by the executives at McDonald's headquarters. As resentment festered, a dangerous idea began to take root in his mind. If McDonald's wouldn't recognize his brilliance, he would make them pay, exploiting the very system he knew so well. Markum started small, manipulating inventory reports, inflating sales figures, and pocketing the difference. He used his knowledge of the franchise model to create ghost restaurants, fictitious establishments that existed only on paper. He fabricated invoices, created shell companies, and built a network of accomplices, some witting, some unwitting pawns in his grand game of deception. Markum's brilliance lay not only in his understanding of the McDonald's system, but also in his grasp of human psychology. He knew how to manipulate people, how to identify their weaknesses and exploit their greed. He preyed on the ambitions of aspiring entrepreneurs, dangling the promise of quick riches, drawing them into his web of deceit. Markum's journey began in a small-town diner, where he first learned the ropes of the fast food industry. His early experiences shaped his understanding of the business and fueled his ambitions. His rise was meteoric, earning accolades and recognition. But the higher he climbed, the more he felt the sting of corporate politics. Time and again, his innovative proposals were shot down, leaving him disillusioned and bitter. The turning point came when he realized that the very system that had propelled him to success could be turned against itself. He meticulously crafted a plan, a labyrinth of deceit that would exploit every loophole and vulnerability. He recruited a team, each member carefully chosen for their skills and their susceptibility to manipulation. Together, they executed a series of increasingly bold moves, each one a step closer to the ultimate heist. As the plan unfolded, Markum watched with a mix of satisfaction and anticipation, knowing that every move brought him closer to his goal. In the end, it wasn't just about the money. For Markum, it was a game, a test of his intellect and cunning, a chance to prove his worth to a world that had underestimated him. However, the path to his grand heist was not without its obstacles. Markum faced numerous challenges that tested his resolve and ingenuity. One of the most significant hurdles was a security breach that nearly exposed his entire operation. Quick thinking and a well-placed bribe kept the authorities at bay. Each setback forced Markum to adapt and refine his strategies, ensuring that his plan remained foolproof. He employed advanced technology to cover his tracks, using encrypted communications and sophisticated software to manipulate data without detection. Small victories along the way bolstered the team's confidence, each success a testament to Markum's meticulous planning and leadership. Internal conflicts also threatened to derail the operation. Markum's ability to manage egos and maintain loyalty was crucial in keeping the team united. His authoritative presence and persuasive skills ensured that everyone remained focused on the ultimate goal. As the heist neared its climax, Markum left nothing to chance. Every detail was scrutinized, every contingency planned for. The final phase of the plan was executed with precision, a testament to the months of preparation and Markum's unyielding determination. When the news of the heist broke, Markum watched with a sense of triumph. He had outsmarted the system, proving his worth in the most audacious way possible. For Markum, the heist was more than just a financial windfall. It was a vindication, a testament to his intellect and cunning, a final, undeniable proof of his brilliance. The scheme started with a simple premise. McDonald's corporate structure, vast and sprawling, relied heavily on data. Franchisees reported their sales, expenses, and inventory to headquarters, a constant stream of information feeding the corporate machine. Markum realized that this data-driven system, designed for efficiency, was also vulnerable to manipulation. The ghost restaurants were his first stroke of genius. These fictional franchises, complete with fabricated addresses and phone numbers, existed only in the digital ether. Markum created detailed backstories for each establishment, populating them with imaginary employees and sales figures that mirrored those of his real restaurants. To support his phantom empire, Markum generated a blizzard of fake invoices, purchase orders, and bank statements. He used his network of shell companies to launder the money, moving it through a complex labyrinth of accounts, obscuring its origins. He bribed low-level employees at McDonald's, exploiting their vulnerabilities, their desire for a taste of the easy money he seemed to generate so effortlessly. The sheer volume of transactions, the intricate web of paperwork, created an illusion of legitimacy. Auditors, overwhelmed by the data, struggled to sift through the mountain of information. Markum's scheme became a financial black hole, swallowing millions of dollars, hidden in plain sight within the vast machinery of the McDonald's Corporation. The aftermath of the heist saw McDonald's launching an extensive internal investigation, scrutinizing every transaction and data point. Law enforcement agencies were brought in, working tirelessly to untangle the web of deceit Markum had woven. Investigators interviewed countless employees, piecing together the puzzle from fragments of information. The breakthrough came when a low-level employee, pressured by the investigation, revealed crucial details that led to Markum's capture. Markum faced trial, the evidence against him overwhelming. his empire of lies crumbling in the face of justice. In the wake of the scandal, McDonald's implemented stringent new security measures determined to prevent such a breach from ever happening again. The $25 million heist became a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities within even the most robust systems.